Hey friends, so today we are going to do the window coverings for my car. So if that's what you're interested in, make sure you stick around, subscribe to my channel, and if you have a great time and you learn a lot of things, give me the thumbs up. When I'm going to move into my car, I need some sort of privacy. I also need to protect myself from the sun. Most importantly, privacy. I don't know about you guys, but one thing that really bothers me is when I'm sitting in my car, I like to be left alone. I don't want to feel like there's people looking at me. If I have to change in my car for whatever reason or just doing personal things, it's very important to have the ability to make sure you are very comfortable with the fact that nobody can see in your car. So I'm going to show you guys how I am going to do that. Some of the stuff is new, so I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I will show you guys the material that I use, the concept that I'm going to try to work out, and if there is any flaws, I will let you guys know down the road. But let's get this video started. Most standard thing that I see van lifers use in car camping or even RVs, even if you guys are just driving along the side of the road, especially on the West Coast, it gets hot. So a lot of people have like window coverings, visors, stuff like that. So this is typically what people use. This is a material called Reflectix. It can be bought at any Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's. It's this really shiny, metallic, really flexible material. All I did, you guys, it comes in a nice big thick roll. I'll put a photo of it here for you guys. I think I bought mine at Menards when I was in Wisconsin. And you just roll it out. You can trace your window, and then you just, me personally for right now, because this is working for me, is I just literally shove it. I cut out, it's bigger than the actual window, so you can see there's actual like material left over to kind of fill in all of the holes. I didn't do it perfectly. I don't think you want to do it perfectly because you have to make sure that it's snug in there. Some people use like tabs or Velcro or whatever. I didn't do that. So far, this is working for me, but if that changes, obviously I'll keep you guys updated. But one thing that I don't like about this is you can see that this is Reflectix on the inside. So what a lot of people do to keep it more stealthy is they put a black material over the window so it doesn't look like that. It's just like pure black. I'm going to be putting a fabric over on one side of the Reflectix to have a complete blackout mode, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do that. So when I was doing my research and watching people put the blackout side of it, nobody ever actually talked about the kind of material they use. They just said go get a black fabric. A couple of things that I thought about was condensation, how to stick the material to the Reflectix, and then if it got really hot, dust, lint, those kind of things popped into my head because I'm like that. So I found this fabric, but I'll also show you guys the materials that I use for the whole project as well. Little mini stapler, you guys. I got this in the school supply section at Walmart. I don't even think it costs $2. Little staplers, and they give you 1,000 staples in this little box. So if ever I need to repair, I have the tools. So this is the material that I'm using. It's actually material that goes on the underside of an upholstered couch. I don't know if it's going to work. I personally haven't seen people use this material, but it's supposed to keep your couch dust free and moisture and breathable and stuff like that. So I'll put it really close so you guys can kind of see. This is exactly the fabric that is underneath probably your couch right now. Upholstery dust cover fabric. That's what I used. And I got it at Joann's. I bought 4 yards and it was on sale. There was already a sale, and then it was an extra 50% off, plus I had a coupon. So I bought 4 yards, and the total was $4.98 for this. Plan, I don't know how well it's gonna work out, is I bought this little mini stapler and some scissors. I'm gonna lay out all my Reflectix and just cut around it and staple around the Reflectix, with one side having the black on it and one side with the metallic. As you guys can see, I laid out my front passenger windows, my driver's side windows, and the back seat, and this is the back window, and this was 4 yards. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the Reflectix as close to the material as I possibly can, and then just start stapling. I don't have the time or patience to measure anything or trace, so I'm a wing it kind of gal. If you don't like winging things, I totally understand. Take the time to sit and trace. Definitely leave some extra material on each side. I would say about 1 inch. I think that's what I'm going to do, but you don't want the Reflectix to be heavy. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to stick in your window. Like I said, you guys, I am not an expert on this. This is my first time doing this. So as my journey progresses and I learn tips and tricks and new things, I will definitely share that with you guys. So I got my scissors. Some amazing helpers with me today. Let's introduce you to Beans. He will sniff sniff all your cares away. Beans is doing a good job making sure everything doesn't blow away. Georgie's supervising. You guys can see I have all this excess fabric and I'm just going to cut it off. So now what I'm going to do is just, there's a couple areas that don't have the fabric, just, you know, nice and taut and flat. So I'm just going to go around and just clean up the cuts and the stapling and make this as decent as I can. I don't know if the staples are the best idea. What I will tell you that is that you will see them come through here on the other side. So we'll see how that looks when I actually put it in the car. Also, if the staples don't work, the best part of this is I can just take them off. It doesn't ruin the Reflectix. I've seen people use like adhesive and it doesn't work, and then you have to redo the whole thing. So that's kind of why I did staples, because I don't know if it's going to work, to be honest with you, but we're going to find out, and I will keep you guys updated. Georgie says the staples are going to work. He gives it a 2 yawn up. Beans, do you have any opinions on the matter? An ear raise is good. This is the finished project. My fabric is on. This is what it will look like before. And then I just went around and stapled and cut it really nice. You just fold the corners in as if you're gift wrapping a present. If you, again, there's my, this is for the front passenger, and then we're gonna flip it over so you guys can see it, and this is what it looks like. So let's go to the car and see what it looks like and see how it adheres to the window. Here is my window, and then now we're just going to shove it in the corners, you guys, and see if this fits. I'm doing this one-handed, so you just kind of shove it in there. Make sure it's
nice in. You can actually tuck this in the window if you wanted to. Again, when I originally cut my Reflectix, you guys, I cut it bigger than the shape of the window, because if you cut it the exact same size of the window, there's no way it's going to stay in your window. You may need to make it a little bit bigger, or have some sort of tabs or Velcro strips, magnets. I just made mine bigger because I just wanted to push it in, shove it in there, and it works for me. There's so many different ways to do it. So yeah, do what works for you. I just literally shoved the Reflectix in there, and I think I drew a line about here, and then I just took it and shoved it in there. So I really didn't have a master plan. Now you can see that there's no metallic covering in there anymore. This is what it would look like. My windows are tinted, but you can see in there, and now look, you can't see in there at all. Love it. I'm so excited. All I have to do is do the rest of my pieces, and I think it worked out great. I didn't know how it was going to work out in my heart. I didn't know if stapling is a good idea. I don't know if the material is going to be a good idea, but as soon as I get out on the road and actually put it to good use, you guys, I think it was cost effective and useful, and it worked. So now I'm going to show you guys all the other pieces sped up really quick, and I'll show you the end result. I could share any tips with you guys about doing this, I definitely would make sure you find a fabric that's really, really light. Otherwise, it'll make your Reflectix heavy and fall out. The staples are very light and very tiny, so yeah. Also, the fabric is washable. I think it's waterproof, dust proof, and you guys can see from the videos, it's really easy to cut with you know, cutting shears. So okay, I have everything all cut up and nicely fitted. So these are all my windows, and then this is for the back window. And then you guys again can see the staples on the outside. I clean them all up nice. There's everything flipped over. And of course, don't forget to label them. Here I have all 4 windows. The back I did not put in yet. So all 4 of them are up, you guys. Important to share with you guys too that while you're doing all these things, you need to do it while I try to park before night and then put all my window coverings up while I'm inside the car. I don't ever get out of my car and just visibly just get out of my car and put all my window coverings up and then get back in. The reason why you don't want to do that, I think it's pretty much common sense. You obviously don't want anybody to like know that you're in your car alone. So just pull up somewhere. All of my window coverings are back here. So I would literally climb from the front seat to the back seat and put all my window coverings up and do whatever I need to do and park for the night. So yeah, I hope that is a useful tip too. I'll show you guys. So nobody is seeing in besides the front window, and it is super hot in here. Plus I have, you know, my front window is a little bit more complicated because I have my, as you guys can see, I have my stand there, and I'd have to like cut a circle around it, plus my rear view mirror. I just put cloth on around the visors here, so I have to figure out something with my window. If I need to, I just open it and look out if something's going on. Nobody knows I'm in here. On the outside, can't see inside. The back is going to be wonky because I didn't put it up all the way, but you guys get the gist. I know some of you guys are going to ask how I am able to breathe. So I'm going to go over that really quick. I leave my window open, so I will roll my window halfway up, and then I'll show you guys what I do. I have these window coverings, and it's a mesh netting, and I put it over the door, so I'll show you guys that. My car also has rain guards, you guys, so that's what it looks like with the net on. These nets I bought on Amazon. So when I'm inside the car, you guys, I roll the windows all the way down. I have my rain guard here, and then the door is closed and nobody can get in because it's this thing. And then if I want to let more air in, I just push it down. If I want to be more discreet, oops, I closed it in the door. If I want to be more discreet, then the window's all the way down with this in it. Just the window's just all the way down so that you can play with this as you want. You can have your privacy, but you can put it down a little bit and have some air, or take it all the way off. And just sit in the car with the screen, but people can see in it. This is a bug shield. If I just want to sit back here and read, if I just want to sit in the sun with the shade, you know, in the middle of nowhere and read a book, I'm protected by bugs. Obviously, sit in your car with your doors locked at all times for protection, you guys. I don't just willy-nilly it, but I have a feeling it's going to get really hot. So though this Reflectix and the dual-sided fabric is definitely good if you're going to do this in the cold, which I do not plan on doing. I hope you guys had fun with me today. I love doing projects, but I'm exhausted. I need to get something to eat. If you guys have any questions or any comments, that is how I'm going to go stealth mode in my car. If you have any suggestions about my front window, I'd love to hear about it, because that's how I video record my car rides, you guys. So it's suction cup, so I can't just keep taking it up, off and on, because it'll lose suction. So I could get some curtains, some magnetic curtains possibly, or use Velcro strips or something like that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I love y'all. Make sure if you enjoyed this video, you give me a thumbs up. Let me know I did a good job and it was helpful and you were interested in it. Otherwise, tomorrow I think we're going to go driving, you guys. We're going to go hustle. So I will see you there. I hope you guys enjoyed something a little bit different and learning about my car life journey. So yeah, excited to share it with you. Bye, guys.